Alec Murdaugh was just in court yesterday. I'm sure a lot of you watched it on, Law and Crime Network, Court TV, wherever it was streamed. I know I did. Man, very long speech he gave. We'll get into that in a minute, but just from the first time he started talking, this is what caught my eye, and that's what I kind of want to talk about first here. When he was talking to Buster, his son, I want you to pay attention to what I was paying attention to and what really caught my eye. All these mouth and tongue and jaw movements. Now me personally, I've never done the drug. I think it looks like he's on. Again, this is just my opinion. But I know this. I know two things. I've been around for a decade. I've been around inmates who do it daily. I've even had to be cellmates with some of them. I know what it looks like. I know what somebody looks like when they're a user. And number two, I know that it is very, very, very easy to get methamphetamine in South Carolina prisons. I know that for a fact. I want you to look at this guy's mouth, lip, tongue movements just in this opening part of the speech. Okay, that's all that is before he even starts his speech. Okay, and again, he's addressing Buster here, and I'll say this: I know for a fact, I would bet my channel on it. Just having been there, I know he's been spending, knowing this court date is coming, I know he spent probably the last 2-3 days at least pacing in his cell, rehearsing what he's going to say, because he knows better than anyone he's going to get a chance to speak. And he's been rehearsing exactly what he's going to say to everyone about everything. I know that. And I also know that as well as he has it rehearsed, as much as he thinks he'll keep it together, it's different once you get there. And, looking at his son, maybe the emotions are real. It chokes you up a little bit, especially when you're in this, when you're in court and you're about to get sentenced and it's, your fate is in another person's hands. It's emotional. Okay. So I get it. I know he's possibly racked with emotions right here, but I don't care. That still does not warrant the movements I'm looking at in that face, just sitting there, just okay. Like if you got a little lump in your throat and this is, get a little teary eyed, I get it. You're talking to your boy, it's an emotional moment maybe for you, but knowing what I know, man, listen, the first thing, and I'm not even expecting that when I'm watching this, I'm like, let's see what's going on with Murdaugh in this sentence. I'm not looking for any signs of drug use or anything. I'm not. Why is this immediately the thing that popped in my head? As some guy who I've been around these inmates in this same prison system doing that drug for a decade, and that is immediately what came to mind. I'm like, what the heck's going on with him? And then you look, and his head just looks bulbous compared to his body now. Like he's changed a little bit, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think? But it's, and of course, if he just started, participating in this drug, you're not going to see just all this deterioration immediately. I mean, that'll take, a year or two of consistent use, I'm sure. But, already it looks like his head, just compared to his neck and his body's just, he's just starting to have that look. That's all I'm saying. And then check this out. I mean, I watched this and I checked the comments because when I saw this, I was like, whoa. And then I checked the comments to see what everyone else had to say about it. Not a single comment about this. Look at this. This is, I want you to note his little nasal snot is only dripping out of one nostril. Now, if you're upset and you're crying, you're holding back tears and your nose is running out of, there is nasal drip which is a drug thing, coming out of one nostril consistently. And watch what he does. Mind you, his hands are cuffed in front of him. He could reach up and wipe. But I want you to see what he chose to do instead.
Mom and I ever taught you, and Paul.
Gross, man. You didn't have to eat it. You could have wiped it. But anyways, there's that. That also concerns me. You got that nasal blockage up here on one side, maybe. Then there's one final thing I want you to look at. It's in the same part of the speech. He's talking and there's like a little noise, maybe someone putting a folder or a briefcase down or something on the table, and it kind of goes, don't, and he goes, like, very, just kind of, just, it's just the movements. I don't know how else to explain it. Just the movements of a guy who's in that haze of usage, and he just starts looking kind of wide-eyed and stuff after that, just in that general direction, and it kind of threw him off. Just a little noise. I don't know. Maybe you just watch, see if you see what I'm talking about.
I am so sorry that I did so many things that are so contradictory to every single thing.
But hey, that's what stood out to me. I just wanted to kind of put this out there. Again, this is my opinion. Don't have any proof, but that's what I thought when I saw this. What do you guys think? Let me know. Am I way off track here, or are you seeing what I'm seeing now that I've pointed it out to you? Let me know. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the update, and I'll be back soon with another video.